Welcome to episode number 8 of this New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise Series. And today I'm obviously playing my New Orleans Saints Madden 22 Fantasy Draft Franchise Series, obviously, because I just said it to start the video 15 seconds ago. Sorry, shut the camera. As it's a Super Bowl, as you can see in the title, and as you can see on the screen, if it's not too bright. But either way, it's Super Bowl, Saints and Raiders. Saints and Raiders, but obviously it's a fantasy draft franchise, so it's not like the Raiders have Derek Carr and some other players like Matt Crosby, and they don't have those players. They have Keenan Allen, as you can see right there, if it's not too bright, who has, he's a 94 overall. I guess he's the best player on the Raiders, overall-wise, I guess. I mean, he had 68 receptions in the regular season, 968 yards and 11 touchdowns, but overall-wise, he's the highest overall on the Raiders. I'm going to show you the Raiders, at least their quarterback and maybe some of the receivers in a moment. But first, I'm going to show you the playoff bracket. See how both these teams die here, because the Raiders, the Saints, went 17-0 in the regular season. Raiders went 10-7, so the Saints got a first-round bye. Beat the Bears 28-14 in the divisional round. Then we beat the Cardinals 31-7 in the NFC Championship game. That was last episode. If you haven't seen it yet, you haven't seen the last episode of the series yet, which is, like I said, the NFC Championship game against the Cardinals. It'll be not in the sky, and it will be not in the sky, and the top right corner right up here. It should be an icon pops up at the beginning of the video. And then the Raiders were the 4 seed in the AFC. They beat the 5-seeded Browns in Las Vegas 35-24, and then went to Houston and played the 3-seeded Texans, beat them 35-7, and then they hosted the 7-seeded Titans. Yes, the 7-seeded Titans. And the Raiders beat the 7-seeded Titans 31-21. Like I said, the 7-seeded Titans almost got to the big game. They won 2 road games. They needed to win 3 to the Super Bowl. They got 2. They just didn't get a 3rd one. As like I said, the 7-seeded Titans upset the 2-seeded Patriots 23-20 in New England. And they went to play the 1-seeded Steelers, which has Aaron Rodgers on it, in Pittsburgh. Beat them 27-17. And then obviously lost to the Raiders, who were the 4 seed in the AFC, 31-21 in Las Vegas in the AFC Championship game. But again, Aaron Rodgers and the team he's on, obviously this past season, the Packers had a first-round bye, but lost to the 49ers in the divisional round. Here he's in the Steelers, and he loses to the Titans in the divisional round in the AFC. And the Steelers obviously was the team he beat, or the team the Packers beat. In Super Bowl 45, and that's the only Super Bowl Aaron Rodgers has won, and the only Super Bowl he's been in. But hopefully he can be in one, maybe here in this upcoming 2022 season, maybe. Hopefully, because we've been right there. 3 years with Matt LaFleur, 2019, 2020, 2021. Lost in the NFC Championship game in 2019 and 2020, and then obviously lost to the 49ers in the divisional round. 2021 and in 2020 and 2021, both years, all 3 years really, Packers have got a first-round bye. After back in 2019, it was still the 1 and 2 seeds a first-round bye. Now it's actually then starting 2020, it was only the 1 seed that got a first-round bye. But hopefully for the Packers, they can get to the Super Bowl in 2022. But for this series, we're in the Super Bowl, and I'm going to show you and by the way, this is probably not going to be the last episode of this series, because, 1, it's June 8th, and obviously in real life it's the off-season for the NFL. Obviously now there's OTAs starting up for every team, or most teams. Aaron Rodgers at the Packers OTA, I think, and he joked about, I'm just serious, I don't get fined. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. But this is probably the last episode of the series, because I still have my Face the Franchise series, my franchise series, with the Green Bay Packers, and then my career mode, and I want to win a 2nd Super Bowl in my franchise, and my career mode, and I want to win my first Super Bowl in my Face the Franchise series. That's 3 other series, and really, with obviously Madden 23 coming out in August, and I'm going fishing with my dad, and I'm going up to Minnesota to fish with my grandpa. And it was supposed to be from June 13th to June 19th, or we're supposed to go up there June 13th, come back June 19th. Now we're going June 25th. Coming back June 30th, and in June, we're going up. My dad and I are going to Minnesota to fish with my grandpa, going up June 25th, coming back June 30th, and then on July 3rd through 13th, we're going to me, my mom, and my dad all three of us are going to Tennessee to see the Smoky Mountains, and there's not really going to be time to do another season in this series because, like I said, Madden 23 comes out in August, at some point in August, and I want to win my first Super Bowl, my Face the Franchise series, my second Super Bowl, my franchise series, and my second Super Bowl in my career mode series. So there's still, I mean, it's not like this is my last Madden video, Madden 22 video. No, obviously there's still my Face the Franchise, my franchise, and my career mode. So yeah, and yeah, now let's look at the. I'm gonna show you now. No, I didn't mean to do that. My bad, guys. This is not what I wanted to do. If it ever loads, so let's go back. Our quarterback is Patrick Mahomes. In the fantasy draft, which is off camera, somehow I got the first overall pick and went with Mahomes. I mean, who wouldn't? Because it's like NFL roster. That sent it on the charm, and then we're doing a Super Bowl media cutscene, and then that's it. Yeah. So decided to the Raiders, which I don't know why I went this way. There, the Raiders. So Keenan Allen is the top 94 overall, highest overall on the Raiders. They also have Tyron Smith, the left tackle, Michael Pierce, Chris Carson, Tennell Fuller, some other good players. But the quarterback is Trevor Lawrence. Yes, Trevor Lawrence, a rookie. I've seen in real life he's on the Jaguars, and in this game he's on the Raiders because it's a fantasy draft franchise. But and the backup is Kirk Cousins, and then they have Ryan Finley too. But I mean, Trevor Lawrence, who is a superstar in this day, 87 overall, 21 years old. I mean, props to him to get to the Super Bowl. The running back, well, you already know it's Chris Carson. Fullback, who even cares about fullback? Keenan Allen's obviously the receiver. They also have Michael Gallup, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Devin Nay, I'm not sure his name, and Tyron Johnson. So that's some good receivers. And then their tight ends, Density, I don't know. But that's what, and then they also have James Sternberger down here along with Anthony Firstser. So that's I'm not gonna show you anything else. I mean, but Trevor Lawrence on the Raiders, rookie year. It's the Super Bowl. No, why not? Or not why not, but good job. Let's do the Super Bowl media cutscene, and then we'll get into the Super Bowl itself. Coach, your team has a chance to make history this week as the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to complete an undefeated season. How is your team handling the pressure? We're locked in. Everybody in the locker room is locked in. We all know we have to win this game, or the only part of history we're going to be is as another undefeated team to show it when it matters most at the 2007 Patriots. You have earned 10 staff points. Media day complete. You have earned 10 staff points. As we're trying to be like the 1972 Dolphins and not the 2007 Patriots. Because the 2007 Patriots were undefeated but lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. The 1972 Dolphins, well, obviously, were undefeated throughout the entire season. That's including the postseason, obviously. Now let's get into the Super Bowl itself. Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium in LA. Saints, Raiders. Let's get into it. Play voting, obviously. I'm actually pretty nervous. I mean, difficulty, by the way, there's 4 difficulty levels here in Madden 22. Rookie, Pro, All Pro, and All Madden. I'm on Pro. So it's not like the hardest difficulty, which is All Madden, and the easiest difficulty, which is Rookie. It's kind of middle of the road. Let's get into it. We're in 83 overall, they're in 82 overall. Let's get into it. Play call enhanced. Let's get into Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium in LA. New Orleans Saints, Las Vegas Raiders. Let's get into it right now. Unfortunately, because Madden 22 uses the entire screen, I have to have the camera like this. I'd have been saying for all my Madden 22 videos since we got this new TV, what, like 2-3 weeks ago, I think. Mahomes 30 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. I believe it said Lawrence 33 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. We're 17-0 in the regular season. They went 10-7. Well, now we're 19-0. They're what? 13-7. He's had 3 playoff wins. We have 2. Let's watch the nation. Alan Roach. Remember, the Raiders coach is still John Gruden. And our coach is Dash C. SoFi Stadium in LA, Las Vegas Raiders, New Orleans Saints. Let's did it. It's a coin toss. Let's did it. Come on, let's go. I guess the Raiders at one point were in LA. I forgot about that. And after then Oakland and Las Vegas, and now, well, they're still in Las Vegas. As we're on your way here in Super Bowl 56, we get the ball first, which we do. Return by number 24 from the 2-yard line. A little bit of open space, and he's up to the 30-yard line. 3 seconds into Super Bowl 56. As we did the ball first here in Super Bowl 56, obviously. As we're on your way here in Super Bowl 56 in LA. 4,400 yards, just over 4,400 yards from Mahomes. 30 touchdowns, 14 interceptions for Mahomes during the 2021 regular season. Here we go. So let's start with a halfback toss to the right. Let's did it. Here's the snap. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he lunges forward for 4 yards, 7 down and 6. And remember, Dash C is the Saints head coach. This is his first year, and he's in the big game in his first year. Here we go, second and short. Here's a throw. It's caught by Antonio Brown, which at one point in his career was on the Raiders. 9 yards, first down, New Orleans. Their first down of the Super Bowl. Here's a snap. And here's a throw, a little bit of a dangerous throw to Rob Gronkowski, and I believe he lost the yard. And that's exactly what happened. So Mahomes 2 for 2, 8 yards. Still the halfback dive. This Trevor Lawrence with the long hair and the headband. 6-minute quarters, by the way. 6-minute quarters. Here we go. Second and 11. Mostert breaks the tackle, and he gets the first down. And broke a couple of tackles, and Rob Gronkowski's hurt. Great. I don't know what. It must have been when he was blocking or something. So now he's out of the game. Hopefully he's not out for the rest of the day. Hopefully he's out for only a couple of plays. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Raiders. 41-yard line after that. 20-yard run for Mostert. There's a throw. It's caught by Julio Jones. Mahomes 3 for 3, 29 yards. That was 21-yard reception. Yeah, it was a 21-yard reception. First down, New Orleans. Here we go. Bootleg now. And now it's thrown to the end zone, and it's not, looks like a bruised knee. Will return soon. Gronk will. Re-injury is medium. I don't want to have more injuries. I know Cameron Brate's the backup. So that throw by Mahomes was caught by Jones, but then he was hit, and then he dropped it. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here we go. Here's Mostert on 2nd and 10. Sneaks through everyone, and I believe got 9. And he did the 9. Now it's 3rd and 1 from the 11. Let's go with fullback dive. Our fullback is Kyle Juszczyk. Here we go. Fullback dive on 3rd and 1. We'll give it to the fullback. He's got the first down, and he's down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, New Orleans, as we're halfway through the opening quarter. 1st and goal, New Orleans at the Las Vegas 6-yard line. The drive that lasted 3.5 minutes. Here's a snap. Mahomes now rolls out. Rolls out right. Throw it to the end zone. It's caught by Julio Jones as Mahomes found Jones in the end zone. Touchdown New Orleans as the Saints strike first in Super Bowl 56. 2:31 to go in the first quarter as the Saints strike first in Super Bowl 56. And the extra point by Justin Tucker is right down Broadway. 7-0 New Orleans. 2:31 to go in the opening quarter here in the Super Bowl. 9 plays and it lasts, what, 2.5 minutes, or 3.5 minutes. 2:31 to go in the opener quarter. 7-0 New Orleans as the Raiders get the ball for the first time. That's out of bat to the end zone touchback. Here comes Trevor Lawrence, the rookie. First year in the NFL. This is his first Super Bowl in his rookie season. Or this is a Super Bowl in his rookie season. Remember, they do have Tina Allen, MVS. Here we go. Here's a snap. And here's a throw. That ball is caught by, I believe that's Allen. And he got 9, sent it down and 1. In real life, John Gruden did resign as the Raiders head coach, but in this game he's still the Raiders head coach. Here we go. 2nd and 1. And play action now. And throw wide open is the running back, which is what? Chris Carson. First down, Las Vegas. Their first down of the Super Bowl. 1:30 to go in the opening quarter. 1st and 10 Las Vegas at their own 44-yard line. Here's a snap. Here's Lawrence. Finds a guy on the left side of the field, and he catches, but no run after the catch. 2 yards, send it down, and 8. One minute to go in the opening quarter. And another play fake. And Lawrence is sacked by Levante David. Loss of 7. Or no, loss of 9, rather. 3rd and 17. It was, what, 1st and 10, 2nd and 8. Now it's 3rd and 17 for the around 37-yard line. They died it to our 46-yard line for a first. Here we are. Here's a snap. Lawrence in the pocket will find a receiver, which I believe is Carson. The running back out of the backfield, but he only got 6. He needed 17. 4th and 11. Here comes the punt team for Las Vegas. They don't have to do 5 seconds to go. They don't have to snap it here, will they, though? And they will snap the last play of the quarter. Surprised they actually snapped that, but they did. And here's a return by Antonio Brown. And he will get through everyone. And now, Brown! There goes Brown! One man to beat, it's a punter! Spins around the guy! Incredible! Brown! With a punt return for a touchdown! 85-yard punt return for a TD! And the Saints lead 13-0 at the buzzer here in the first quarter. No time to go in the first quarter. 13-0 New Orleans as Brown takes back the punt. Punt return for a touchdown for Antonio Brown. 85-yard touchdown return. And here's an extra point by Tucker. It's right down the middle. 14-0 New Orleans after 1 quarter of play here in the Super Bowl. Incredible. That's why they should not snap it. The Raiders should not snap that. They didn't have to, but they did with 3 seconds left. Comes back to bite him as Antonio Brown fielded it at the 15-yard line, the punt, and takes it for an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. Here's a tip by Tucker. Saints lead by 14 as we begin the center quarter, and that's out of the back to the end zone for a touchdown. That was incredible, though. In the Super Bowl, Antonio Brown, technically the 7th straight Super Bowl because he was on the Buccaneers last year when they went to the Super Bowl where they played the Chiefs at their home stadium in Tampa. Here we go. There's a throw. That ball is caught by number 1. And he's done, I believe, 13 yards, first down, Las Vegas. Here we go, play action, and that is just thrown wildly by Lawrence. 7 down and 10 from their own 38-yard line. John Gruden is not happy. 2nd and 10 for Las Vegas at their own 38-yard line. 5:28 to go in the first half. Remember, the Raiders do get the ball after halftime. So around 14 off. Here's a throw, and it's picked off. It's picked off by number 23. He won't take it all the way, but that is Kyle Fuller with the pick. And we take it over at the Raiders' 33-yard line. Already up 14 up, and after that open and drive touchdown, then the punt return for a touchdown by Antonio Brown. So the Raiders have 2 drives, a punt, which resulted in a touchdown for the Saints because Antonio Brown had an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown, and then Lawrence threw that pick. Here's the snap. Trying to turn that INT into 6 points. Throw, and it's incomplete. I thought that was going to get picked off. And they're trying to throw that. Like I said, we're trying to turn that INT into 6 points. Here's the snap. In stride is Brown, but he's tackled right in the spot. I believe he'd have about 5 yards, 4 yards. 3rd down and 6. And we down 3rd and 6. We're in field goal range, though, so I made sure the sack might knock us out. I'm not sure what the wind is. Here we go. Here's a throw, and it's caught by Brown, and he's down at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10, New Orleans. 3rd down conversion for New Orleans as the drive continues. 4 receptions, 36 yards, and a touchdown. A touchdown, which I think they're saying that touchdown was obviously the punt return, but then Jones get the first touchdown. Here's the snap. Mahomes to Jones again. It's a tight window, and Jones got popped, and should have been really picked off after that. It was dropped by 2 Raiders defenders, 2nd and 10. Is that? I mean, that was he read the needle, but the hit jarred it loose. But then it should have been picked off by 2 Raiders, but didn't it hit 2 hands? 2 of the Raiders defenders' hands. Here's Mostert, and that's a flag. Taken down by the face mask, and it'll be half the distance to the goal. And it's on the middle linebacker, number 49. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. It's half the distance to the goal line. On that 1st down. 1st and goal for New Orleans at the 3-yard line of Las Vegas. Goal on defense for the Raiders. 4 minutes to go in the 1st half. Here's Mostert up the gut, and he's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. 20-0 Saints. That's your point by Tucker. He's 3 for 3 on extra points. 21-0 New Orleans. 3:57 to go in the 1st half. 5 plays, 27 yards, and it lasted just under a minute and a half. Here's the here's the hit by Tucker. 21-0 New Orleans. 3:57 to go in the 1st half, and that's out of the back of the end zone again for a touchdown. 2 drives for Las Vegas. And 2 drives for Las Vegas. A punt and then a pick. And that was a big hit on number 88. He dropped the ball, sent it down. 2 drives, a punt, and then an INT. And after that, on that punt, it was an 85-yard punt return for a TD for Antonio Brown. Wide open in middle field, 88. With the tight end. Is up to their own 47-yard line. 1st down, Las Vegas. Raiders haven't been across, or haven't been in the Saints territory yet. They're almost are, but they're still down by 21. 3.5 minutes to go in the 1st half, but the Raiders remember due to the ball after halftime. Here we go, and it's a run by Carson, and the first one of the game, I believe. Yeah, it is the first rush of the game for Carson. Got 6, then down at 4. That's a flat. I believe it's a false start. It is a false start. It's on, well, I don't know who it's on. It's on number 79, but it's automatically accepted, I guess. It's a 9 from their own 48-yard line. So they were in Saints territory. Now they're not. 5 wide for Las Vegas. Here's a snap. 9. Here's a quick throw. It's caught. They're in the Saints territory again at the 47. And now T. Smith, offensive lineman, is for the Raiders, is down. 3rd and 4 now from our 47-yard line. They got to our 43-yard line for a first. Huge 3rd down here. They might go for it if they don't get it. Here we go. 3rd and 4. And that ball's picked off. As number 32 jumps the route and he's gone. Only Trevor Lawrence to beat, but he'll beat him. As Trevor Lawrence did tackle him, but in the end zone. Touchdown Saints. Pitt sits. Probably that's Alontae David. Number 32, as he ended up getting tackled by Lawrence, the Raiders quarterback, but in the end zone. That's now that's 2 turnovers for the Raiders, 2 back-to-back drives for Las Vegas, results in an INT for Lawrence. And this one is a Pitt 6. And it's now 28-0 New Orleans here in the 1st half. 2:38 to go in the 1st half. It's now 28-0 New Orleans. And that ball will be caught and need in the end zone for a touchback. Raiders down 28-0 here in the first half. As obviously, the Saints have, what, 2 offensive touchdowns. Obviously, then they also have the punt return for a touchdown that by Antonio Brown, and then the pick six by number 32, which I believe is Levante David. I think. But it's by number 32 either way. And here's a run by Carson, and he lost, I think, a couple of yards. He did lose 2 yards, set him down in 12. Everything's going south for Las Vegas. Already down 28. Las Vegas is in a hole, already down 28-0 here in the first half. 2:10 to go in the first half. They do the ball after halftime, but it's not looking good for Las Vegas. 7-12 now for Las Vegas. Here's Lawrence. That ball is caught. Good catch. I believe that's a first down. And it is. It's a 2-minute warning. 28-0 New Orleans here in the Super Bowl. I wish this game would be closer. Usually, I mean, if you look at the first two playoff games, 28-14 or 28-14. That's 2-score game. 31-7. Yeah. That's what? Well, I think that's a 3-score game too. Here's a throw. That was dangerous, but I'm on number 1. And hurry up here. Both teams all 3 timeouts. 7-5 for the Raiders from their own 40-yard line. That ball is caught. First down, Las Vegas. And we are hurrying up again here. 1:25 to go in the first half. Here we go. Lawrence got it away. And that ball is going to be caught to our 49-yard line. It's on 7 down and 4. Here we go. Lawrence again. That ball is caught. Number 88 doesn't hit the first down or go out of bounds. Or did out of bounds. They're still hurrying it up. And now they finally call a timeout. Las Vegas does it. 53 seconds to go. It is 3rd down. 3rd and 3 from their 47-yard line. 52 seconds to go. Here we go. And that ball is going to be, oh my goodness, that almost was picked off again. And now so they are punting. And they're going to punt. I would just go for it at this point. There's almost nothing to lose for Las Vegas, but they are punting. And obviously, yeah, the first punt was returned for a touchdown. This one will be caught. I should have done a fair catch. As it was about, what, no returner. If it is, it's 1 or 2 yards. As Brown does not return this one for a touchdown because it wasn't that far of a punt because, I mean, punting it from basically midfield. 1st and 10 from our own 21-yard line. 43 seconds to go in the first half. With all 3 timeouts, plus we're up 28-0. The Raiders do the ball after halftime. We're up by 4 touchdowns. Here we go. Can't make a mistake like that. INT, that's in the plate. So that's nice. Send it down. Here's a snap now. Here we go. And now it is thrown. And, well, I should have thrown that away. But here's on the runs. There's an after. Now it's 3rd down. We're at 32 seconds to go. It's a half-back stretch here. Here's Moster. And unfortunately, I cannot get around Juszczyk. And the Raiders call our 7 timeouts. I believe that was like no gain. It's now 4th down. So we go 3 and out. So, yeah, so 2 incompletions and a no gain. And now here comes Johnny Hector, our punter, for his first punt of the Super Bowl. 25 seconds to go in the first half. And Raiders have 1 timeout left. Trying to return by number 8 from the 30-yard line. There he goes, trying to return his for a touchdown. Now he fumbles the ball, and the Saints have it. And everything's going wrong, literally, for the Raiders. As everything's going wrong for the Raiders, as they did a stop. And obviously there was only 18 seconds left, and 18 seconds left in the first half, and they only had 1 timeout. But even if they didn't score, at least the Saints wouldn't score. But who knows now, because the number 8 returned it about 10-15 yards, but then he fumbled it. Now we have the ball at the Raiders' 41-yard line, 18 seconds, all 3 timeouts, trying to at least get 3 here. Here we go. That ball is going to be caught by Brown. To the 27, timeout number 1 used by the Saints. Trying to be nice if we can hit 6, but at least hit 3 here. And we are in field goal range now. Probably have 1, maybe 2 plays left before we have to make a decision if we're going to kick it or not, which we should. But also, if we did in the end zone, that could be a dagger in the first half. Here we go. Here's a snap. It's a bootleg. It's a bootleg. It's thrown. That ball's caught at the 5-yard line. Jones is down to the 1-yard line with 4 seconds. And do I kick it or do I go for it? I think I go for it. And then we're up by 35. I know, half-back gut from the 1, 4 seconds. We don't get in. It's going to be the half. Yeah, we have one timeout, but there's only 4 seconds. Here we go. 4 seconds. Here's Mostert up the gut, and he's in! Touchdown, New Orleans! And 3 turnovers for the Raiders, turning what? 3 touchdowns, and we're up 34-0 with 2 seconds to go in the first half. This is insane. Mostert's 2nd rushing TD of the game, and it's now 34-0. Saints, 2 seconds to go in the first half. And extra point is good. 35-0 Saints, 2 seconds to go in the first half. Incredible. 3 plays, 41 yards, 16 seconds long. And this game, I mean, that could be the dagger in the first half. No, Squib kicked it here. That could be the dagger in the first half. Squib kicked it, 2 seconds left. And we return from about the 25-yard line. This one, he's not fumbling. And that's it for the first half. 35-0 Saints over the Raiders at halftime here in Super Bowl 56. And let's send it to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We have 3 takeaways, and I believe all 3 of them resulted in, well, 3 touchdowns, so 18 points. Well, 21 if you add the extra points. Yeah. Correction, number 32 had the pick six. It's McCourty. I don't know if it's Kevin McCourty or Devin McCourty. It's one of the 2. They're brothers. Devin McCourty and Kevin McCourty are brothers, but it was one of the McCourtys because I saw it's in McCourty on his jersey. So it wasn't Levante David who had the pick six. It was Devin McCourty or Kevin McCourty. Here we go. Here's a kick by Tiger. Raiders get the ball. The second half. They're down by 5 touchdowns. 35-0 Saints as we beat in the second half. And that will be a touchback. I mean, I didn't expect this. I thought it would be closer than it is, but Lawrence has thrown 2 pits. Obviously, the Saints returned the punt for a touchdown, and obviously then there was that fumble on the punt. And well, that's obviously we got our 5th touchdown. Here we go. Plenty of time for Lawrence, but he ends up getting sacked by Chris Harris Jr. Loss of 11, 7 down and 21. And the Saints, that's Mahomes. That's a Saints offense on the sideline. And they can feel it, although it's only the 3rd quarter because they're up 35-0. Here we go. Here's Lawrence again. Goes down to his check man. It's MVS, his first touch of the game, I believe. Lawrence is now at 100 yards, but he has 2 interceptions. 13 for 18, 100 yards and 2 picks. It's now 3rd down and 15. They've only rushed it twice. Here we go. At this point, when you're now at 35, you really have to throw, and that's broken up. 4th down as the Raiders go 3 and out. And here's the punting again for the Raiders. As they've been in Saints territory, but they haven't really passed the Saints 40-yard line. They've been in the Saints 45-yard line, but they haven't really passed the Saints 40-yard line. And here's a 3rd punt of the game for the Raiders. Returned by Antonio Brown. Return return one for a touchdown earlier. Might have had one there if he didn't stumble and fall down. But he's to the Saints 40, or he's to the Raiders 43-yard line. 4:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. 35-0 New Orleans. Here we go. Here's a halfback stretch, and Mostert broke a tackle, and I believe he might have got a yard. I thought he was going to lose like 3 or 4, but he ended up getting a yard. Good effort. So I thought he was going to lose 3 or 4, but he ended up getting 1, which is better than 0 and negative. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Here's a snap. Here's Mostert. And he will get to the 36-yard line. So on 3rd down and I believe 3. Yes. 3rd down and 3. Here's a snap. 3rd and short. Throw wide open is Jones. Not wide open. What a hit on Jones by number 24 for Las Vegas, but Jones still hangs on to it. 1st and 10 New Orleans at the 13. Here we go. Here's Juszczyk. A fullback dive. There goes Juszczyk. And he's down to the 1-yard line. And I believe that was at a 15-yard rush or a 12-yard rush. 1st and goal. I want to check. It looked like he was in. It actually looked like he was in. I mean, he broke a tackle and he almost went in. Said he's in. It seriously looks like he's in. Should I challenge it? First of all, can I challenge? I actually might challenge. I know we're up 35-0. If we lose a timeout, it's not gonna matter. I mean, we're up 35-0, 3:10 to go in the third quarter. But it looks like he was in. Like when his knee went down, it looked like he was in the end zone. And it's like challenge play, throw a challenge flat. It is like it's not locked or anything. I'm gonna throw it. Why not? So it looked like he was in. It looked like he was in. It looked like Juszczyk was in. When his knee went down, it looked like the ball was across. I mean, if you looked at it. So challenge by the Saints, spot of the ball. It looked like he went in. When his left knee went down, it looked like the ball was in the end zone. And if we lose it, then we lose the challenge, then we lose the timeout. But it's probably not gonna matter at 35-0. But that literally looked like a touchdown. Oh, well, we lost the challenge because we lost it. It still looked like we went in though. So this isn't a challenge. Well, it does not work. We have one challenge left and we lost the timeout, but we're up 35-0. I know David the Juszczyk did, and this one he is in. Touchdown New Orleans. So Juszczyk doesn't do it on the previous play, but he does do it on this one. Does do a touchdown on this play, and it's 41-0. And it's now 42-0. 3:08 to go in the third quarter, and this is just an absolute smacking. Offense is doing well, playing well. Defense is playing well as well. And it's 42-0. Here's a tip by Tucker. 3:08 to go in the third. That's touchback. There's a throw, and that ball is caught by number 87. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. You're up to the 31-yard line. That ball is behind everyone. Third down. And Mahomes is a quarter and a half away from getting his second Super Bowl. Obviously, it has his first one in Super Bowl 54 and against the 49ers in Miami. Here we go, and now Lawrence is a screen, and he will get the. Oh, it's actually pretty close. Well, it's close, and he does get the first down for progress. First down, Las Vegas. But really, at this point, it'd be nice if we got a shutout, but we're not really blowing a 42-0 lead. Here we go, and now wide open. What a hit! It's a wide open hole for Carson. Got popped by, I believe, Harrison Smith. But the offense with like I see in there is what Raheem Mostert, Patrick Mahomes are going crazy, and I would, because if you're at 42-0, if you're the Raiders though, Trevor Lawrence, well, opposite's the complete opposite. Here's another run, and Carson got a first down. 4 rushes, 30 yards. These are our 38-yard line. Best. It's like the first time that they've been past our 40-yard line. The Raiders have, and it's taken 3.5 quarters. And then being down 42-0 to do that. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. They're trying to down the board. Las Vegas is. Here's a throw. It's caught. 5-yard gain, give or take. Send it down. And it's a 5-yard gain. Send it down to 5. Here we go. And now Carson is just taken down. And he lost the yard. 3rd and 6. He sends it down the third quarter. It will snap it. And Lawrence will make it's caught by number 1 down to the 20-yard line. That will be the end of the third quarter. 42-0 Saints here in the Super Bowl. It's already decided, really. I mean, we're up by 6 touchdowns. Raiders trying to down the board, though. Void trying to be shut out. Void being shut out here in the Super Bowl. And he's down to the 11-yard line. 1st and goal. Or, excuse me, 1st and 10. Or, excuse me, it's not even a first down. 2nd and inches. That was a first down, but it's not. Here we go. And he will run it. First down. not a touchdown, but it's only first and goal for Las Vegas at the 9-yard line. 5 minutes down in the Super Bowl. Here we go, and that ball is caught at the 5, and he's down at the 4, so second and goal. Here we go, trying to do a shutout, and I just saw that number 1 was wide open, but I thought Lawrence was going to throw it to him, but he does. So no shutout for the Saints, or no shutout for the Raiders, no shutout for the Saints defense. It's down 42-6. Here's the extra point by the Raiders kicker, and it's right down Broadway. 42-7 New Orleans, 4:28 to go in the game, as it took the Raiders just over 3/4 of the day on the board. But they're still down by 35 points at 42-7. 4:28 to go in the game, and here's a kick by their kicker. And back to number 24 for New Orleans. He's returned from about the 2 yards deep in the end zone, and he's up to the 25-yard line at 4:25 to go in the game. 42-7 New Orleans. Here's Mostert, and Mostert got popped, but he still does about 17 yards or 12 yards. He's reached 50 yards in the game, and it's first down. Here's a snap. Here's Mahomes. It's caught by Brown, and he's at the Raiders' 46-yard line, but the Saints are under 4 minutes away from winning the Super Bowl. So they know, both teams know who's going to win it. The Saints know it's going to be them, and the Raiders know it's going to be the Saints. Here we go. Here's Mostert. Mostert breaks another tackle. He got about 12 more. First down again for New Orleans. Under 3 minutes to play. Here's Mostert again. He's going to run all over this Las Vegas defense. Just popped it again. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt or fumble the ball, but even if he does, we're still going to win. Just hopefully he doesn't get hurt so he doesn't miss the presentation of the Vince Lombardi trophy. Here we go. We're driving on him, that's for sure. Here we go. Here we go. Grunt's back in the game, and that ball, my goodness. I don't know why that was so bad. Pissed off. And Mahomes only has 1 touchdown, I guess. That is Mostert has 2 touchdowns, which he's down to 3. Juszczyk has 1, and then we have a total of 6. We have a total of 6, but obviously Mahomes has 1. Mahomes is a passing touchdown. Mostert has 2, which is 3. Juszczyk has 1, which is 4, and then obviously then the pit 6, which is 5, and then the punt return by Antonio Brown for a touchdown is 6. So Mahomes only has 1 passing touchdown. Here we go. Here's Mostert, and he got through everyone, and he almost got a first down. It's only 3rd down and short from the 13. Points allowed, Raiders were ranked 5th in that category of points allowed. They've allowed, obviously, 42 in the Super Bowl. So, 2-minute warning here in the Super Bowl, 42-7 New Orleans. They're 2 minutes away from winning it all. Like I said, the Raiders were ranked 5th for points allowed, but they did it at 42 here in the Super Bowl, and they're now by 35 and 2 minutes away from losing. Here's Mostert on 3rd down and short. He got the first down. Down to the 7-yard line. And he had 98 rushing yards and 2 TDs. Trying to get 3 and/or 100 rushing yards. 140 to go. Here's the snap. First and goal. Here's Mostert, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown. Flag is down. I'm not sure if it's a face mask or a holding call, but right now it's over 100 rushing yards for Mostert and 3 rushing touchdowns for Mostert. And it's not going to count. And it's a total on Tyler Juszczyk, the fullback. And that's going to back this up. First and 12 from first and goal from the 12-yard line. So that's going to be over 100 rushing yards for Mostert and 3 rushing touchdowns for Mostert. But unfortunately, it does not count. First and goal now from the 12. Mostert's down to the 9. Second and goal with 1:25 to go. Now probably at 100 yards, or over 100 yards. It just doesn't have that 3rd touchdown yet, and he might not did it, but I know pass it here. Here we go. Throw to the end zone, Grunt! And again, it's dropped by 2 Raiders defenders. They dropped like 5 interceptions this game. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 9, 1:02 to go. I know in real life they wouldn't be trying to run up the score, but it's a video game. Here we go. Here we go. And now that ball is going to be thrown to a Chet man, who's Juszczyk, which is Juszczyk. And he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line with 55 seconds to go. I don't take the field goal. So unfortunately, we've done 100 rushing yards, but he doesn't get 3 rushing touchdowns. He does get 100 rushing yards, I believe, but doesn't get 3 rushing touchdowns. 20-yard field goal for Tucker, which is less than an extra point. It's a chip shot. It's the length of extra point in college, and it's right down the middle. And it's 45-7 New Orleans, under a minute to go in the game. As we're up by 38, 45-7. As his first field goal of the game, Tucker bops, so he persists on extra points and 1 for 1 on field goals, touchback. 45-7 New Orleans, 52 seconds to go in the game. As obviously, extra point length in the NFL is 33 yards. Temper from the 15, and usually it's hit it from the 23, but plus the 10 yards in the end zone. 33-yard extra point attempt in the NFL. And yeah. Here we go. Lawrence, that ball is going to be caught, stayed in bounds, got 5 yards, 45 seconds to go. But, yeah, 30 seconds to go. Raiders, they're just passing it because for the heck of it. And it's the 38-yard line, first down, Las Vegas. That could be the last play of the game. There's only 20 seconds left. And now there's 10 seconds left now. And counter, probably the last play of the game here. Maybe. And here we go. Can we set it one more time? We do. And it's Chris Harris Jr. again, who was a sack and a half. His first sack. The first time he sacked Lawrence was a half a sack, but now he has a sack and a half. And that will be the game because there's like 5 seconds left. I set the pick to play. That should be the game, and it is. The New Orleans Saints have won the Super Bowl. As we beat the Raiders 45-7 here in Super Bowl 56. And the Saints have won it all. As we finish 20-0 here in 2021, as the Saints finish their season undefeated, 20-0. That's including the 3 playoff ones. Devin McCourty, who had 1 tackle, 0 sacks, obviously 1 INT, 1 interception, 1 touchdown. So it looks like Devin McCourty was the one. It was Kevin McCourty or Devin McCourty who had the pick six. It looks like because Devin McCourty is the Super Bowl 56 MVP, and it said he had an interception and a touchdown. So it looks like Devin McCourty was the person who had the pick, or was a Saints player who had the pick six. He's the Super Bowl 56 MVP. And it looks like up there for the Saints is obviously Patrick Mahomes, Julio Jones, Raheem Mostert, -C, the New Orleans Saints head coach, and obviously Patrick Mahomes, who is the Vince Lombardi Trophy right now, Julio Jones, Raheem Mostert, -C, who is obviously the New Orleans Saints head coach, and then I believe the other guy up there was our middle linebacker, Lavonte David, who's number 54, not number 23. I don't know why I thought number 23 was Lavonte David, but Devin McCourty, I believe, it said he was a Super Bowl 56 MVP, and it said he had an interception and a touchdown, so it was Devin McCourty, I believe, who had the pick six, and like I said, Devin McCourty, it said he was a player of the game, and if it says that for the Super Bowl, that means he's the player, or if it says for the Super Bowl, if he's the player of the game for the Super Bowl, that means it's the Super Bowl 56 MVP, as Lawrence had more passing yards than Mahomes. Mahomes had 142 and 1 touchdown. Lawrence had 161 and 1 touchdown. So yeah, Mahomes only had 1 touchdown. Saints had a total of 6 touchdowns and 1 field goal. 6 touchdowns. Obviously, Mahomes had a passing touchdown to Jones, I believe. Mostert had 2 rushing touchdowns. Juszczyk had 1, which is right there, the total of 4 out of the 6, and then after then there was the punt return for a touchdown by Antonio Brown, and then the pick 6 by Devin McCourty. Raheem Mostert, 15 carries, 101 yards. Unfortunately, did not get that third touchdown because of that holding call, but he did 100 rushing yards. 100 rushing yards. He just doesn't get 3 rushing touchdowns because that his third one was nullified because of the holding call on Juszczyk. Lawrence, 22 for 29, 161, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Obviously, one of the 2 interceptions, I believe the second one, right, was a pick 6 by McCourty. And then Mahomes, 11 for 18, only threw 18 times, 11 for 18, 142, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And then rushing, Mostert, 5 for 101, 2 touchdowns. Carson, 6 for 31, and then Juszczyk, 3 for 20 and a TD. Receiving, I'm just under the Saints. I mean, who cares about the Raiders? Brown, 4 for 67. Oh, that was Brown who caught the touchdown. So Brown, it wasn't Jones. So that first touchdown of the game was a passing touchdown by Mahomes. That was the Antonio Brown. It wasn't Julio Jones. For some reason, I thought it was Julio Jones. That is Julio Jones and Antonio Brown are both black. There's nothing wrong with that, but because they're both, well, Julio Jones is not like white, but he's not like really black. Antonio Brown's probably darker. But either way, I thought that was Jones. It was not. My bad. Because it did say that he had a touchdown, but I thought that meant when after he caught a pass and it said 4 receptions, 36 yards and a touchdown at that point. Well, I thought that meant the touchdown. I was like, maybe that was him, but I thought that was Jones, and that one touchdown they're saying is the punt return. But no, it wasn't. So that first touchdown thrown by Mahomes was a passing touchdown for Mahomes, and it was actually caught by Antonio Brown, not Julio Jones. So Antonio Brown ended up getting 6 receptions, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Jones did have 3 receptions for 70 yards. Juszczyk, 1 reception, 6 yards, and Gronk, 1 reception, netted of 1 yard. So that was nice. So I just said Brown 6 for 67, 1 touchdown. Jones 3 for 70. Juszczyk 1 for 6, and then Gronk 1 for netted 1. So, but then if you remember punting, I guess, or no, punt return. Jones, or not Jones, Antonio Brown, 3 punt returns, 103 total punt return yards, right? Yeah, 3 punt returns, 103 punt return yards, and then obviously his longest punt return is an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. Obviously, that's where he had the touchdown from. So he had 2 touchdowns in the game. Obviously, a receiving touchdown from Patrick Mahomes, and then obviously the 85-yard punt return, and then obviously the 85-yard punt return for a touchdown. And then our kick returner was Tremon Smith, who was number 24. That's a cornerback. He did the kick returns. He did that have some. Yeah, I had 2 kick returns, 54 kick return yards. So obviously, he never got a touchdown or anything. Head of a game. And then obviously, Tucker went 6 for 6 on extra points and then 1 for 1 on field goals. Head of a game. This is the end of the series for this. This is the last episode of the series. Like 99% chance it's the last episode of this series because after that I said I want to win a Super Bowl in my Face the Franchise. I want to win a second Super Bowl in my career mode and my franchise, in my Green Bay Packers franchise. So like I said, I want to win my first Super Bowl in my Face the Franchise, my second Super Bowl in my career mode and my franchise. So that's why this is most likely, or 99. That's why there's a 99% chance. 99% chance this is the last episode of this series. It's like 99.99999 chance that this is the last episode of this series. But like I said, there's still my Face the Franchise, and my career mode here in Madden 22. And that's the reason why I saw this episode of the series. And that's the first reason. Second reason is Madden 23 comes out in like 2 months. Comes out in August at some time. At some point in August. And obviously I'm going places. Like I'm going, like I said, to fish. My dad and I are going up to Minnesota to fish with my grandpa, June 25th to June 30th, and then obviously from July 3rd to July 13th, I'm in Tennessee to see the Smoky Mountains. So there's basically 3 reasons. It's because one, I want to, like I said, win a Super Bowl, my first Super Bowl in my Face the Franchise, my second Super Bowl in my career mode, and my second Super Bowl in my franchise. It's reason 1. Reason 2 Madden 22 comes out, or Madden 23 comes out in August. And then the reason 3 is because I'm going up to Minnesota to fish with my grandpa, my dad and I are, and we're going to Tennessee July 3rd or 13th to see the Smoky Mountains. That's the 3 reasons why this last episode of this series. Hope you enjoyed this series. I will be probably most likely doing another Fantasy Draft franchise series in Madden 23 when it comes out in a couple months. And remember, this is not the last Madden 22 video. There's still like I said, my Face the Franchise, my franchise, and my career mode. This is just the last episode of this series, but there's still my other 3 series: career mode, franchise, and Face the Franchise. I hope you enjoyed this episode and all 8 episodes of this Fantasy Draft franchise series. I hope you enjoyed this episode and all 8 episodes of this Fantasy Draft franchise series here in Madden 22. And like I said, I'll probably do another Fantasy Draft franchise series in Madden 23 when it comes out in a couple of months. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed all 8 episodes of this series. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos here in Madden 22 and in MLB The Show 20, 21, and 22, and of course on NHL 22 as well. So stay tuned for more videos here in Madden 22, and MLB The Show 20, 21, and 22, and of course over in NHL 22 as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, we're closing. No boarding, fix up the like button. Subscribe if you have yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in another video here on this channel, which is RFL Football and Damon. So thank you for watching. I see you next time. Eat on a bacon. Thank you for watching. I see you next time. Eat on a bacon. I'll see you in my next video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Eat on a bacon, and go Saints.